after doing Centonomy, I kept getting their updates and on what it is they offer. The next one now I came across was Career Hub. And when I looked at it, it was very exciting for me because it came in at a time in my career when I have, like, I would feel I've been here for long. Like, I'm really hardworking, I solve problems, but why is it that I'm not making what I want to make from this employment? Why do I feel like I'm really restricted, you know? So when I looked at the Career Hub course outline, I was like, this is the thing for me. So I joined, that was last year, and throughout the classes used to be on Thursday evening. So I would tell them, you guys give us a class on Thursday, and we're so excited. We can only implement one day of the week, and the week is over. So it's very exciting because you want to apply every other thing you've learned from that class. So for me, the first class for Career Hub, the lesson that was very important was, I remember this was from Waithaka, and he was telling us about values of leaders. Yeah, so people say leaders are creative, leaders are this, that, and someone said that creative. And me, I just raised my hand. I said, I don't think people are born creative. I don't think people, like, have a value of creativity. You're either born with it or you're not. You know, me says, nikasema mimi ni mwanamuziki. How do I do that, you know? But Waithaka challenged me. He said, Meimuna, even creativity is learned. I was like, that's impossible. He was a canny. And then I later on thought about it. I was like, creativity is something someone learns? Okay, I can try that. So in my work, a lot of times I have to convey information. So I do a lot of research work. That means I read a lot of stuff. And watu wapendi mambo, very complex things. You lose them somewhere. So my challenge is giving someone information in a very short period of time for them to make a decision. Yeah? Like, for instance, if it's raining outside, I just need you to know, nje kunanyesha, and you need an umbrella. Yeah? I don't need to tell you the temperatures, what meteorological department has had, but that's the experience I have. I have to gather every other information. Yeah? Then, the only thing I need to tell you is outside is raining and you need an umbrella. So I struggled with that in terms of presentation. And I came across a course that would assist me do that. It was graphic design. So I went into that class. And throughout, that concept of creativity is something I was struggling with. So I entered, I said, let me try and get to labda I can get 1, 2. And I felt inferior to the other classmates because, graphic design is something for artists, yeah? So throughout the class, I realized the concepts of graphic design were very similar to the ones that I have in my work. They were very similar in terms of geometry, drawing, colors, things that are not very complex. I was not looking to be an animation guru. At least I can present my information in a very easy way. So thanks to Career Hub, I can report my presentation to the people who are decision makers, have an influence. If I put it across, there's a high chance that the information I've provided will be taken up by the people I've given it to. So thanks for that. Another thing I learned from Career Hub is, for me, I've always looked at someone who is my boss is somebody who's adequate. I don't need to tell them good morning. I don't need to tell them habari ya watoto. I don't need to tell them anything. Just tell them, ndio hii kazi, kwaheri. And from Career Hub, it's very important to actually have a personal relationship with the people you work with. So for me, just taking up that, being able to say good morning to my supervisors, remembering the important things. I've seen that really change my work experience. There's a program I really wanted to go for in Dakar, Senegal, last year. No, it was this year, at the beginning of the year, and I saw it online. I was like, this thing, I really have to go for it. So I applied online. It was a free, the registration is free. You're admitted into it. But your institution has to cover your cost of going there. So using those tools, making sure you say good morning, extra time, making sure that your supervisor sees you more often, linking what you've done to this particular thing is what you want, I did that, and come 28th of January, I was on the flight to Dakar. I did my 1-week course. I met so many people. Those are connections I have till now. Thank you so much. So for me, Career Hub was very important in that sense. Third was the concept of networking. So I'm privileged to be in the kind of work I do is policy work. It's government. So I'm privileged to be around influential people. But I have never thought I need to say hello to anyone after my presentation. So I would do, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do to make sure that your finances are doing well, your policy work is this. And then I would leave. If it's in a meeting area like a retreat, I would just retreat to my room. I don't need to speak to anyone about their day or how they are doing. But I realized, actually, that is where your links are. So it's outside my comfort zone. I've been doing it. And recently, there was a board position. So this board position, I applied for it online. They just sent the advertisement and I applied. And somebody I was seated next to was actually reviewing the CVs. And I said, boss, habari yako mzuri. Unajua mimi niko hapo ndani? Akaniambia, nikamwambia si ndio. Okay, he said, sawa, suniambie namba yako. Nikamwambia ndio namba yangu. Hi, definitely, nitakuingiza hapa ndani. So networking, something I could not do before. It's really outside my comfort zone. But the tools I got from Centonomy Career Hub, I was able to. Another achievement I've had from Centonomy Career Hub was I applied for a position. Previously, I was not applying for those positions. I applied for it. It was a very senior position. And I got shortlisted to the first interview. I went for the first interview. Then I was amongst the top 5. I went for the second interview. And during that period, as we are waiting, I was with very senior people, much older than me. And one of them asked me, so where you are you like in a similar position like where you are here? I was like, really? I didn't get that position, but for me, it was really a confidence builder because one, I am able, just that I've chosen not to go into another position, I am able to attract a better position. And second, this is how far I can go, yeah? So I'd encourage anyone to take up, if you're already in your career and you're struggling to maneuver through it in one way or another, Career Hub is a very good cause for that. I have many stories to say about Career Hub. I think I've advertised it quite a bit amongst my peers. It's one of those things for someone who is working and you can find yourself in the same position for a very long period of time, not because you're not capable technically, but because you don't have the skills to be able to propel you ahead. So that's what Career Hub has done for me.